Bajor True, and welcome to my Let's Play of Star Trek Online on the PS4. I am the Big B82, and this is part 40 of my Romulan Republic Federation Aligned Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake another mission in the Lost Dominion arc, where we're going to now try to solve out the problems that are happening on Bajor after the invasion of the Dominion fleet and have forced us to retreat from Deep Space Nine to Bajor, and we're in part of the task force that is holding the position. So I'm going to do how for the mission, and then we'll keep this show on the road.
We've evacuated everyone we could to Bajor, and we're setting up a base there to coordinate our counterattack against the Dominion. I won't lie to you, though. It's not gonna be easy. We were caught completely off guard by Karakan and his fleet, and the Bajorans are none too pleased to have house guests. We must balance the needs of the civilian populace with those of the Starfleet and Klingon forces currently on the surface. Starfleet needs all the help it can get planet-side right now. Transport down to our staging area on Bajor. You'll find me there. Captain Kurland will join us as soon as he can.
Let's accept, and then let's beam down. Beam down to the planet. Go and speak with the commander. So we briefly arrived here in the in the Cardassian struggle arc, and I explained that this was a former welcome to the city of Hafon, Admiral Maris. Commander Messier Giche is asked me to inform her when you had arrived. She's waiting for you in her office at the Starfleet base. I'll give you the coordinates on your map. So, as I was saying when I was doing this in the Cardassian struggle, this is actually a former zone, adventure, a social zone. So I was going to say, not adventure zone, social zone. So, other than your brief stop off here in the Cardassian struggle, you put the orb and you bugger off. When it used to be, when Lost Dominion used to be part of the Dominion struggle, this used to be full of people back in the day. You have all your normal access here. You have your bank access, your fleet, and your mail access, also your ship access as well. It's pretty much another zone. I guess with the update to Deep Space Nine, I guess they thought that, they thought, screw it, we'll take this out, and no longer make people have to come here. And unless you do the additional missions, you'll never explore Bajor. I mean, there might be a few odd people here, but I doubt there's going to be anyone really active on this. There's your ship, dude. Anyway, this is Commander Iricheb. Not standing on a seat, which is normally what people do in this on this engine. So let's talk to her.
Time is short.
Welcome to Bajor. This will serve as our base of operations while we work to retake Deep Space DS9. I need you to give me your best here. Everyone needs to be on top shape for the counter-attack on DS9. But before that can happen, we need to make sure that the base is fully operational. We're guests here on Bajor, but the locals don't view us as that way. I thought that the Bajor joining the Federation would be a step in the right direction, but the Bajorans in this city seem to think that this is the second coming of the Cardassian occupation. Be on your best behaviour and try to do all you can to smooth some of the ruffled feathers. Civilian uprising is the headache I don't need. I'll have something for you later. Report to Lieutenant Joliva Cav first. She'll know what tasks are the most critical. So, let's go and speak with the commander. Well, with the lieutenant. She saluted me. I am an admiral. So, there's this Lieutenant Jarrell Cav.
How can I help you?
Great to see you. We could use all the help we can get here. The attack on DS9 has put everything here into a tailspin. We're setting up a base to coordinate the campaign to take the station back, but it's slow going. This area of the city is older and doesn't have the infrastructure we need. Good thing we have talented officers like you who know how to whip up a few technical miracles.
Do you need something?
So, we could do the Starfleet one, which is aggressive assimilation, or we can do system security. Now, I think we're going to do the tactical, which is basically what we are. So we're a tactical officer, so we'll do the tactical mission. So we can ask her about herself first.
I'm here to help.
I'm glad to be of help out here. I was on DS9 waiting for the USS Tempest when the Madar attacked. I was evac with the station staff, and instead of sitting on my hands waiting for the rescue, volunteered to help with the operations here. That's what I do. Operations isn't the most glamorous station on the starship, but I help ensure that everything that needs to be done gets done, so that the captain and the rest of the senior officers can concentrate on bigger issues. And that's where a lot of issues, and there are a lot of issues here. I'm Beta Z, so I can sense all of the unrest here. DS9 crew are mourning their losses and uncertainty of what to do next. Captain Kurland has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and there's a lot of Bajorans who just wish we'd pack up and go home. But that's what we're here to do, right? No one's leaving until we take back Deep Space Nine.
I'm here to help.
The Bajoran computer network in this part of the city was built for civilian use. It can't handle the increased traffic or encryption patterns that Starfleet uses. And now that with the Jem'Hadar and DS9, this network is more important than ever. We need to update all the firewall software and upgrade the network so we can handle all we are throwing at it. I know the network security is part of your tactical training. Can I depend on you to help us deal with the vulnerabilities in the network?
I'm here to help.
So, we have got to update the firewalls and stuff, basically. You thought this would be a simple upgrade, but there are a lot of breakdowns in the Bajoran network. You will need to find and modify every effective terminal to ensure that the network can handle even the minimal amount of traffic. This computer terminal is operating normally and has not been affected by the increased computer usage in the local network. You need to check another terminal. This is going to be the classic. The princess is in the other was in another castle. The firewall issues could be bigger issue. The firewall issue could be a bigger issue than it appeared to be at first glance. There's another node nearby that's been affected by the increased networks of traffic. Is today going to be a marquee day? Is it going to be this one, or will I have to travel further into the city? You will need to upgrade the firewall software on this terminal or all terminals in the area that could be vulnerable to slowdowns or viruses. Also, your scanner detects another node nearby that's being affected by the increased network traffic. You should find and upgrade it as well. Alright fellas, be with you soon. This computer terminal is operating normally. Got to say it though, the city does look pretty. It's normal. It's gonna be the last one, is it? shit, I should have read that. The computer network in this area of the city has been completely upgraded and is now secure. Network traffic is operating at peak efficiency. Let's return to the command. Let's return to the lieutenant. Keep promoting her. She's not a commander, she's a lieutenant. Fucking. And ops is okay. Data was ops. Wolf started in ops. So, ops is where it's at. Thanks for your help. Now our computers are operating at peak efficiency. We could use more officers like you down here.
I'm here to help.
So, contemplating catching, studying soldiers. We have several holodeck training programs developed for advanced tactical training program to introduce to ground combat against Dominion opponents. This will pit you against Jemadar. I know you were on the Battle of DS9, but it's always good to be prepared. You can use the holodeck here to run the program, and remember, we have a lot that needs to be done here in Bajor, so choose the combat program that suits you.
I'm here to help.
Let's fight soldiers. Don't really want to. So, load the combat simulation training on Jemadar. Don't really want to face off against the changeling. Take too long. First wave of Jemadar soldiers. Okay. Okay, so where are they? Bam, 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 bam. Oh, this music's been in. This music, this soundtrack has been in this game for 10 bloody years. I've got no anti-proton and kinetic damage in space. Well, I can't do that, so I have to. And finally, I know. I've got the fucking Nakora. Oh, I hate Nakora. Bloody have to use a bloody EV suit. I fucking hate Nakora. Well, the anti-proton one's not too hard. I have my main to do that. Good evening. I bet you feel like you could take on the entire Dominion right now. Holodeck exercises aren't like real combat, but anything that will be will help us prepare is important.
I'm here to help.
Fighters to cruisers.
I'm here to help.
Let's start. Let's go light.
I'm here to help.
I mean, I'm in a We have several holodeck trainings in to put you against ships, small Jemadar ships ranging from fighters to cruisers. I know you're on the battle. Yeah. Okay.
I'm here to help.
Yeah. Let's go easy mode. Good old easy mode. I don't really want to take on Jemadar dreadnoughts, not today. I'm not afraid of them. They're just boring. I'm probably gonna blow up a lot anyway. Being a squishy, being a squishy escort. Right. Let's get this show on the road. Sorry. That's a lot of torpedoes. I bet he enjoyed that. Okay, where'd it go? Set off the fireworks. Okay, let's leave the simulation before that torpedo comes back at me. Because Romulan torpedoes aren't very smart. Why I beamed out to beam back. No, what? Let's not question it. Okay, Lieutenant, all done for you. Great job. Ship command. All right, Lieutenant. No need to brown nose me.
I'm here. Do you need something?
Thanks to you, we have everything under control here at the base. You should head out to the city to help the Bajorans. Colonel Cobus Pole of the militia is asking for your assistance. Find him and he should be able to point you in the right direction. We couldn't have done this without you. Okay, Lieutenant.
I'm here to help.
Get your nose out of my arse. Jesus Christ. It looks like she's pushing for a promotion. I know I'm an admiral, but I'm an admiral in her own bloody fleet. If she had pointy ears and was a Romulan and served the Republic, then perhaps I could get her promoted. There's always room for a kiss ass. Curvis.
We have a situation here.
Welcome to Bajor. Wish your visit could be under better circumstances. The whole DS9 situation troubles me, and having Starfleet here on Bajor has opened up some old wounds, leading the Klingons down here too. It's just like dropping a plasma torch into a deuterium tank. Yeah, that would be bad. What we need to do is to convince the people that we're trying that they're safe and we have this situation under control. So we have religious requirements. We can ask what his role is. He's pretty sure he's the chief of security of the province. But we can ask him.
Back in my day, things were different.
Back in my day. Now that Bajor is part of the Federation, my job is to keep the peace here. That's harder with Starfleet and KDF planet side. There are still Bajorans who remember the occupation. I grew up in a refugee camp and have friends and family who don't like the idea of an outside organisation establishing a base on Bajor, friend or foe. The Federation respects that. For the most part, Kurland has kept his people on DS9, and that's fine with me. The militia is more than willing to leave everything that happens off-world to Starfleet. But now you're here in my city, and that means you're my problem. Why are the people upset of our arrival, considering the occupation ended... So we're in 2409, the occupation ended in 2369? 2369, so that's what, like 50 odd years? What people up?
Peace and quiet. That's what we need.
Our world has changed more in the past 50 years than it did in 500 years before it. The end of the occupation, the return of the emissary, the Dominion War, joining the Federation, the Undine, the war with the Klingons. Bajor is a different planet now. Some would say it's changed too much. Always the optimist. We need a way to soothe the people here in the city, and they're wrapped up in suspicion and mistrust that they're thinking clearly. The conspiracy theories are running wild and people aren't seeing how good they have it. And they're thinking about the old hurts and half-forgotten stories. Yes, Starfleet is here, and the Jem'Hadar are on in DS9. And if you listen to some people talk, it's the occupation all over again. Siroriana Renjing Revel at the Hardura Temple. He's always had the pulse of the people. My idea what to do. Right, let's go and speak with the Vedic. Not Vedic, surprisingly. Renjin Revel. Renjin, I think it's the low rank that is. Renjin. Shabre. Are you serious? Hello, Vedic Krill.
I follow the will of the prophets.
Admiral, there has been a great deal of civil unrest here on Bajor. No shit, Sherlock. The loss of Deep Space Nine is reminding people of the dark days of the occupation and the Dominion War. And while most people were pleased when Bajor joined the Federation, there are others who believe that Bajor should remain independent. Having Starfleet and Klingon Empire officers building a base here has now stirred up a lot of dark feelings, and the people are uneasy and afraid.
The people of this city need to remember that the prophets are watching over them, and that everything that has happened is all a part of their great plan. I've been going through some of our texts to try to find a way to explain the will of the prophets, but there are many books, and I must prepare my sermon for the next service. Perhaps you can think of something we can do to restore faith in the prophets. Please, use my books. You may find something in one of them that will soothe my people's troubled hearts.
Oh, you have got to be kidding. Right. When the Vedic first assigned me to the tasks of writing a guide for cooking for fasts, I was skeptical. I am not going to read all these. Horror fans' seventh prophecy. He will come to the palace bearing no malice, carrying a chalice filled with the sweet wine. That rhymed. In his hands will be the 7 branches, and on his brow 7 stars. He will be wrapped in a cloth of many colours and spread joy wherever he goes. So he's carrying drugs. He'll be admitted to the palace and seated on the right hand of the throne. He will speak of many things with the emissary, and their words will be great wisdom to the people. The people will bring many gifts to him, and in return he will give them treasures beyond price. The land will be at peace. When the moon shines in the day and the night which is bright with the sun, watch for his coming. Spread a table for him with red cloth and burn fragrant herbs. Celebrate, for he is the herald. When he arrives, the people and the prophets will be as one. Gratitude Festival. Peldor Joy. Perhaps the Bajorans need something that will calm their troubles and remind them of better times. Try burning Baffet incense throughout the city. Who builds a bloody corner with like that? I mean... bloody Bajoran architects. You know, if I walked, this movie would be over. Welcome to Star Trek Online Walking Simulator. That's a big tower. I suppose it don't make you want to look up, but a lot of these things look like they're reused assets. Cheapskates! Fishies! Turn to Colonel Corbus, who's also in the same towery building. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, Corbus. Are those Baffer-at-least I smell? That always takes me back. Even in the refugee camps, we would burn Baffet leaves for our renewals with our renewal scrolls. It always made me feel better knowing that the prophets were watching over us. Thank you. I think we all need a reminder that this is temporary. Things will get better. Okay, so let's. The Davidic Assembly has agreed to allow you access to the Orb of Prophecy and Change. This is a great honour, but also a great responsibility. Many of the people want to know why the prophets didn't intervene to stop the Jem'Hadar from attacking DS9. I know the prophets wouldn't abandon us, They must have a reason why they did not attack. You're not an ack. Fuck's sake. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? It's up to you to carry the message back to us. Okay, so let's go and talk to the prophets. Now, last time we chatted with the prophets was when we returned the orb of possibilities. Actually, a mirror orb of possibilities. And we'd like to speak to the mirror prophets as well. Suck on that, Vedic win. Why have the prophets seen fit?
You are not grateful. We saved Bajor at the Cisco's insistence. It cost him dearly.
We moved the fleet, but we needed to put it back.
A hand that remains closed
ceases to be a hand.
The fleet needs to exist, as you must return.
Cryptic as always, fellas. Never change, prophets. Never change. Don't even petition them. They don't even care. So it's like, yeah. We removed it at the Cisco's request, and we got to put it back somewhere. So why couldn't you put it back in like the 29th century? You should be blessed. The prophets do not speak to everyone. I have faith in their plan for Bajor, and you're an important part of that plan.
Peace and quiet. That's what we need.
Commander needs your help with communications. Report to her, and she'll give you the details. Okay. Dankeschön. I hear ships, but I don't see ships. Commander, is there anything else you needs to be
I
done?
have new orders for you.
What we managed to set up is as a subspace relay outside the courtyard. I need you to try to pick up any transmissions coming from Deep Space Nine. We need intel. Anything that we can learn about the state of things on the station will help. Where is Captain Kurland?
Give me a sit rep.
Kurland is running things from his end on board the Defiant. They're in orbit of Bajor now, but ready to move to the Gamma Quadrant or back to DS Sign if the situation with the loss of Commander Andrews' Starfleet, new Captain Kurland would need some assistance here, and I'm used to a little chaos. My last posting was coordinating refugee transports in Eta Eldra. I'll handle things here on the ground, and he can coordinate a counterattack.
I have new orders for you.
I'll make you a replacement. Right, let's go and play with some subspace relays. Wait. He's not giving the mission.
I have new orders for you. I have new orders.
New orders. Watch her closely, men. Scan subspace frequencies. Right. Oh. Accessing ops. Do you wish to proceed? Who is this? Her. Accessing Dabo with Lita.
Dabo!
Accessing replicator network 47. Do you wish to proceed? Would you like iced Ratigino or hot? Sweet with or with cream? Please specify your preference before replicating, and remember to recycle your mug. Accessing Niners. Do you wish to proceed? Welcome to the Niners Sweet and Treats remote ordering system. Would you like to order a jumbo stick delivery? Accessing Procedure 62. Would you like to proceed? Vic's Las Vegas Lounge. New Vic. Nah, Vic ain't here now. He's playing golf with Dean and Sammy. Would you like to leave a message? Vic Fontaine. Nice to see he's still operational in 2409. Accessing private network 5492. Hey, who is this? How did you find this channel? Wait, don't terminate this communication. I'm a friend. Oh wait, I know you. I recognise you from earlier. You were trying to help that the ferry ambassador with a holosuite appointment. I like your style. I'm Hadrian, the bartender at Quox. This is my alternate subspace communication channel. I use it for business matters, legitimate legal business. Sometimes I don't want Kurland and the company listening to my dealings, and that doesn't make it any less legitimate. Can you tell me anything about the Jemadar on the station? They're terrible for business. There are a lot of them. They're mean, and they don't eat or drink, and they brought catch a white with them. The water with them has been in once or twice. Always orders chula berries. Never talks and never pays. Our profits are going down the drain. Hey, are you planning on coming back, right? Bringing the fleet back to kick these guys out? I need actual paying customers. I even give a discount to all drinks for the first hour after the station is reclaimed. Top shelf drinks excluded, of course. We're taking Deep Space Nine back, but we need your help. Oh right, Jemadar Alpha is named Kurland. He's a real tough customer, the biggest and meanest one of them all. He's got a Vaula with him. Her name is Loris. She's tough, but hasn't gone out of her way to make our lives miserable. She's allowing those of us who didn't evacuate to stay, but only if we toe the line and don't give the Jemadar any trouble. Honestly, how's a businessman supposed to make a living like this? The weird part is that they think the Dominion War is still going on. I heard Loris and Kurland talking. They expected the entire Dominion fleet to be here waiting for them and the Changeling to be in charge. It's crazy. They've been hauling people in for questioning and the teams of Jemadar have been tearing the station apart looking for this captive Changeling. What's happening to these guys? Did they get stuck in a black hole for 30 years? Thanks for your help. We'll return as soon as possible, but you need to hold on just a little while longer. So, yeah, we already know that if they're the 2200 that were displaced thanks to the Prophets. That's an interesting development. I'll keep in touch with Hadrian. Maybe he can get more information to us.
I have new orders for you.
I've managed to contact someone on the station. The men are looking for a founder, and they think the war is still going on. We need to clear this confusion pronto. Maybe they're willing to leave the station peacefully if we convince them that the war has been over for decades. I think we're ready to contact DS9 and talk to the leaders of the fleet. I want you to be our contact. Captain Kurland will link in and assist during the negotiations. Let's go and speak. So we're going to be speaking with Loris. Don't mind us, Commander. Colonel. How DS9? Let me do the talking. I know you could handle this alone, Admiral, but this is my station. It's my responsibility to try to get it back. Well, I am your superior.
Who is this? What do you want?
Let's not be so hasty, Karukan. They obviously went to a great deal of trouble to contact us. I am Loris of the Dominion, temporary governor of Deep Space Nine. How can I help you?
Thank you for agreeing to talk, Loris. I am Captain James Kurland of the Federation Space Station Deep Space Nine. It is my hope that we can find a peaceful resolution to this conflict.
Of course, Captain. You want your station back. But this is a war, and your station is my prize.
I know this will be hard for you to accept, but there is no war. It's been over for decades. Your fleet was diverted when you attempted to pass through the wormhole. The Prophets... There is a great deal we have to explain, but please understand, we are not your enemies.
I am not a fool, Captain. We have reviewed the records in DS9's databanks. Why should I believe this fantasy of prophets and time travel? Show me proof that what you say is true.
Show video recording of the end of the Dominion War.
The Dominion War continued after a combined Starfleet and Klingon force retook DS9. When the Romulans entered the war on our side, things began to turn. The Dominion recruited the Breen to their cause, but the disease that was attacking the Founders put them on the defensive. They ultimately retreated out of most of the Alpha Quadrant, creating a defense perimeter in Cardassian space. Soon after, a Cardassian official named Damar led a rebellion on Cardassia Prime, breaking the standoff. The Dominion was forced to surrender.
Do not try to deceive me. That cannot be what happened. Why should I believe these recordings are real?
Because you're stuck in read the record banks, you silly tart. You got the fucking record banks. Do you know? Look. Just prove your authenticity of the historical records.
You make a persuasive argument, but I'm not completely convinced. Historical records can be interpreted in many ways. You may be using evidence that supports your premise, and ignoring anything that does not.
Alright, anything we can do to convince you to leave peacefully?
Enough! I will consider your arguments carefully, but you must understand that I am under orders as well. The Founders gave me specific instructions before I left the Gamma Quadrant. I accept that may have been many years ago. Nevertheless, mere time cannot countermand the commands of the gods. We are attempting to contact the Dominion in the Gamma Quadrant. As of yet, we have been unsuccessful. Until I speak to a Founder and receive new orders, we will remain here. Deep Space Nine belongs to the Dominion.
Why you send a ship? Thank you for all your assistance. Now that we know more about the current situation on DS9, we can decide how best to take tactical advantage. It's not only one end. There's not only end to this scenario, Admiral. We will retake DS9, and there's no other acceptable alternative. Well, you're right. Unfortunately, looks like that's the way it's going.
Congratulations, Admiral.
However, the retaking of Deep Space Nine will have to wait. And that is the end. Yep, that is the end of Old Bajor. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, comments are welcome, and I appreciate any thumbs up on the Big B82, and I will see you in part 41, Operation Gamma. Until then, ciao for now, and Jolon True.